The following podcast contains real reviews and the ridiculous reactions of two would-be oracles of the internet. The opinions expressed and presented are mere musings, so please humor their hijinks with a laugh and not by taking anything they say seriously. Seriously.
Hello and welcome to ReviewParty.com. I am Brent.
I am Matt.
And we have a show for you this week. That's right. What's the show about? I don't know. Like reviews on the internet or something. Mm-hmm. And then we talk about them afterwards, as is tradition in a podcast. We don't like say a sequence of colors or some kind of algorithmic code after the review. We don't even have an AI chatbot talk about the reviews for us. Nay, we humans come up with ideas from our brain. Are they funny? You be the judge. I think that covers it. I felt pretty cool after that last thing I said, so I think that about covers it.
Amazon, Google, Yelp, Coles.com, IMDb, other places. That's where these reviews are coming from. You know where else they're coming from? Your human hands, usually. Sometimes there are bot reviews, and we hate that, but whatever. This is where we are now.
Unfortunately, if we have to address the entire swamp that is internet reviews, it's AI chat bots are a big part of it now. It's Amazon asks your reviews because they want your opinion. I know they just are gonna like skew it all and display only the good ones so they sell products or whatever, but like it's the last bastion of being able to share your opinion and have it matter in this whole world. And people are like, Amazon wants to know how I felt about these nylons. I don't know. Let me ask ChatGPT. And then they post that. Well, it's so useless. It's
Chat
so
has never walked a mile in your shoes. Don't try and fool us.
That's right. ChatGPT's never worn nylons. They've never took their mom's nylons and wore them on their head because they wanted to look like a robber from the Ninja Turtles movie. Okay. No, ChatGPT's never played fucking Foot Clan. Run around in their skivvies and their mom's nylons over their head, beating on their cousins. And anyway, I said I have some funny reviews. I built up my reviews to Matt.
Yeah,
in the pregame. Yeah, prove it. Actually, these first two aren't that funny. I just really wanted. I know Matt's react. You know, I want Matt's reaction to this horrible product and these horrible reviews. Amazon.com, Pop Tarts protein toaster pastries, 10 grams protein, boostin' brown sugar, cinnamon, 3 boxes, 24 Pop Tarts. I was looking at Pop Tarts at Walmart. Guess what? The protein industry, the whey, has gotten into our beloved childhood breakfast pastry.
Stand this stuff. I can't stand the proliferation of protein for every product. It's just, I was at a grocery store and there was a drink with 42 grams of protein in it.
Oh, I don't want to drink that.
What is it? Just like a brick? My God. Anyway, protein Pop-Tarts. Yeah, I feel like I heard these were a thing, so hit me with it.
Okay, I got two here. This is the one that really sort of had a reaction within me, so I guess I'll start here. They title it, basically 2D cinnamon rolls with protein. They write. Oh, it's Alex, by the way.
Of course it is.
The old Alex. Great flavor and texture. I've ordered a few times now, and they have been consistently well packaged in a very sturdy box. They taste better hot, still pretty good cold. They're a little more expensive than normal Pop-Tarts, but the price difference isn't too bad considering you're paying for a flat cinnamon roll with protein. The packaging keeps them fresh until you're ready to open it, and they're easy to carry in your purse in case you find yourself running late for work or leaving a very awkward date before the appetizers have arrived. 5 stars.
Oh, we've got a non-chud dude, Alex. That was a curveball I was not expecting.
I think this is a rare, I don't know if you've heard of them, a girl, Alex.
All right. I still kind of hate him. Oh, God. Just...
The packaging keeps them fresh until you eat them.
Right. That's why I thought this is just some business major. I don't really have anything to say, guys, but I don't know if you ever thought about it this way, but you know the way they wrap them up? That keeps them fresh. And it's actually good to have a product that's fresh. So basically, I'm here to talk to you guys today about keeping our products fresh. And that's really a metaphor for like how we want to do business here. Okay, so I'll open up for any questions. Yeah.
I love business majors, man.
Dude, I got a blue shirt. I got a blue tie. Okay, yeah. We're going to have to use your laptop because mine has stickers on it for our presentation meeting, and that doesn't look professional. So if we can use your laptop, that'd be tight.
Yeah, it's always like, I was an English major, so it's not like I was, a lot of people would look down on that as well. In fact, everyone I've ever met has looked down on that as well. But I was in class discussing Shakespeare, philosophy, learning the intricacies of our language and how it's used to invoke emotions.
There's a certain, even if, there's a certain nobility, even if there's a foolishness that goes along with studying English.
And then, picture that the camera pans to the next classroom, and it's just like some grown men playing with color crayons and like talking about how Walmart makes money or whatever the fuck. It's like, I don't know. They're smart business majors, but I think any smart business major would admit they went to school with some. I don't even know a nice word to use for it. With some delayed individuals.
Anyway, that's what I was getting from this. Before that curveball of the sneak it from your purse when you dip from the date.
But their cheeky little tagline.
That's good to have. But like, if you're dipping from the date, do you really need like a protein fix right away while you, I don't know, take the subway home or in the back of the Uber?
Your mind blasted by modern dating. You need some like protein to the brain to like reset it.
Get home, get into your sweats, get on the couch, and just unwind there with like some, I don't know, hamburger helper, chili mac.
Hamburger helper, chili mac. Now there's a protein burst that the whole family can enjoy. And you can justify the price because it helps the hamburger. Evelyn T, sinfully delicious way of getting protein, but not a diet food. Almost everyone has had a Pop Tart at least once in their life, especially if you live in the USA. They taste the same as regular brown sugar and cinnamon, but with one big difference. They are a good source of protein. The box I got had 3 boxes. Each contains 4 double packs. The price is higher than regular Pop-Tarts. The quality is good. Mine have an expiration date from a year from now. The text is good. The filling taste of brown cinnamon. Oh, I imagine that's taste. The taste is good. The filling taste of brown sugar and cinnamon. The bars are a bit smaller than the regular ones, easy to carry around in its own wrapper. Just because they are a good source of protein does not mean they are diet food. A serving is considered to be both of the bars in one package, and they are not diet food. The serving is about 240 calories. They are on the dry side. You'll need something to wash it down 4 stars.
Yeah, that's why you put the spray of I can't believe it's not butter as soon as it comes out of the toaster. You're in heaven.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, the buttered brown sugar Pop-Tart is a delicacy. And $240 for both Pop-Tarts. A Pop-Tart to me is sort of a meal replacement. So, like, I ain't scoffing at 240 calories, really.
Yeah. I don't think anyone was trying to fool themselves into it being a health food anyway.
Right. It's sort of, I imagine anyone sane purchasing these, like, well, I'm going to eat Pop Tarts anyway. I could use a little protein boost, I guess.
Uh-huh. I try and structure my diet around things that fit easily in my hand. These Pop Tarts not only fit in my hand, but in their wrapper at the same time. Wow.
Yeah, Pop Tarts is taking like they touched on classic breakfast pastries and sort of human dog food arising it.
I don't know that I really like the take it on the go though. I feel like there's always a bit of the crumble that happens, and I don't want that Pop Tart dust on my pants in my car. I just want to sit at, I don't know. I want that spray butter on it. Eat at my own pace.
I guess that's sort of the good thing of like chocolate encased protein bars. It contains all the crumblies for you. Plus, I don't know, on the bus, someone whips out a protein bar and a granola bar. Who is going to bat an eyelash? Someone cracks a brown sugar Pop-Tart, gets out the spray bottle.
All eyes on you.
Right.
You bring enough for everybody? Man, I want some.
Yeah, imagine someone taking a whole box of strawberry Pop-Tarts out their purse.
At the very least, somebody's going to look over, you're going to make eye contact with them, and they're going to be like, yeah, I see you. They're going to give you some sort of nod of approval, be like, yeah, I'm going to get myself some Pop-Tarts too.
Yeah, then loudly so everyone on the bus can hear, yeah, they're protein Pop-Tarts.
And
yeah, they put protein in these.
Everyone quietly turns away. Like, oh, God. We've got a chud on the bus.
Do you have a review?
Yeah, do you want to follow up review on Jasmine the belly dancer?
Oh, yeah. We were so excited about that.
Yeah, after I read that review, I was scrolling and I found this one. So from thebash.com for belly dancer based out of Schaumburg, Illinois. This is a review from Lawrence N. from Milwaukee, Wisconsin. This is also for Bachelor Party. Lawrence writes, I was put in charge of planning a good, clean bachelor party. Was that even possible? With the help of Aloha Chicago Entertainment, the party was a great success. Their belly dancer, Jasmine, was a real pleasure for everyone to experience. The dance, the moves, the sword play. Yes, I said sword. We had waitstaff at the restaurant all peeking into the banquet room to watch the show. It was great. So if you're looking for an alternative to strippers, booze, and cigars for a bachelor party, I would make plans at your local Dave & Buster's and give Aloha Entertainment a call. 5 stars.
Creativity is absolutely decaying from our society. I never like to talk about, free thinkers versus non-free thinkers. I think that's pretty vapid. You know, I like insulting dumb people as much as the next guy, but putting yourself on a pedestal like that is a little crazy. But man, you wanted a clean bachelor party and Dave & Buster's and a belly dancer? What was your answer? Like I touched on last week, belly dancers are awesome, but like in this contest, it just feels like a diet. You got the zero sugar stripper, which I think I'm offended by on the belly dancer's behalf. I mean, she's just probably happy to get a gig, hand out a couple business cards or whatever. I am not knocking the hustle. But from their perspective, it's like, man, I don't know. An escape room is more exciting than fucking Dave & Buster's and a belly dancer, dude.
Yeah, it shocked me when I got to that. And like, you brought the belly dancer to David. Like, it perked my ears up. I thought, what's going on? That wait staff are peeking in. Where is this? No wonder wait staff is peeking. You brought a belly dancer with a sword to Dave & Buster's.
I don't know. Get an Airbnb cabin somewhere and bring a Nintendo 64.
Yeah,
that's
like some sort of LAN party, dude.
Yeah, no, I guess I'm like, hey, you're stupid and not creative. You went to Dave and Buster's. But I'm like, I guess the LAN party is the common to me. That if you're not going to a bar or a strip club, like, you either go to a football. If they like sports, you go to a football game. They like video games, you do a LAN party.
Yeah.
But
I knew some guys that went to a magic show in some bars.
Okay.
It's like, okay, yeah, it's fine. It's cool.
Yeah, it's you're out with the boys. That's the important part.
Go to medieval times. Why not?
Sure. I feel like you can bond better anywhere than at a Dave & Buster's. Dave & Buster's is the last place you're going to bond with the homies.
Yeah,
I like Dave & Buster's, but it's such like a corporate office party place.
Yeah, it's just going to suck some. Even if you do have fun, there's going to be part of you that's like, this doesn't feel like it's really worth it. Why can't I play? We only have an hour to play games on this unlimited card? That sucks. Wow.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't even say go to like Cosmic Bowling. I would say find the backwater independent bowling alley.
Mm-hmm.
Because there's going to have like a Wednesday night dollar bowl, all you can bowl, and you can just hang out there and get hammered. And you don't even play for half an hour, just sit in the cool swirly chairs for a while. That's cool. I bet they'd love it if a belly dancer came there. They'd probably have one who's working there anyway. Oh yeah, this is Christine, my niece. She dances sometimes. Belly dance, stripper, whatever you would call her. Why not?
I'm sure a lot of belly dancers got their start as the house belly dancer at Dave & Buster's.
Oh, gee, that's not what Dave & Buster's needs either. There's people who confuse them with Chip and Dale's as it is. They don't need that sort of what's going on at Dave & Buster's. They got half naked women running around.
You mean you can't jerk off here? I thought this was Dave & Buster's.
I'm ready to Dave and bust.
There's Dave, and I'm bust. Now get out of the way. I don't remember if these reviews are long or short. This one looks short, so I'm going to read it. This is Amazon. Touchscreen tactical gloves, men. Kevlar lined and TPR impact protection for motorcycle paintball airsoft range. Black, red, green, tan. These are some, I don't know, cosplay tactical gloves.
Perfect for the batch party, dude.
Yeah, I can't get on the joystick without my tack grip.
Dude, we could go paintballing for real, though.
Honestly, paintballing's not a bad bachelor party.
As long as you do it, far enough in advance where you're not showing up to the wedding with welts all over your body.
That would be sick. The fucking welt on your neck. Everyone's like, is that a hickey? That's the nastiest hickey I've ever seen. I heard he got it at the bachelor party. Some guy titles their review, "These are awesome." They write, "They work on touchscreens. I didn't think they would and just thought they were cool. But they do. I'm impressed. They're comfy and look rad. Match my bike and my helmet. So I like them. And good grip, 5 stars."
Anytime I need to call in an airstrike, it's as easy as that. Anytime I need to DoorDash some Pedialyte back home when I'm coming in for my bike ride, it's there in a flash. Touchscreen gloves. I like to do like baseball players, like after every swing, I gotta retighten these tack gloves, because my hands are so jacked. My beefy palms are just aching to get out, but lock them in.
It's just making me think of a guy who wears tack gloves to his office job. He's like, yeah, I have carpal tunnel. I can't type without these, or some, whatever excuse they thought of.
Really, it helps regulate the blood flow to my brain too.
Big Rob titles it way too small. I imagine that's a common problem, Big Rob. Wrong size. ... Again. I went up a size because they were too small. I swear they sent me the same ones. I couldn't even get them past my knuckles. Shaking my head. 1 star.
I'm just so huge. This is my struggle.
Fits like a glove. Yeah, must be nice.
I guess you just gotta go find a tailor to custom make some tactical gloves for you, buddy. Or some like neurodivergent cosplayer who knows how to sew really, really well. They're good at that sort of stuff.
Right, because it's just gloves with rubber on the outside. Am I crazy?
Yeah, get yourself a cosplayer friend with an Etsy shop or something.
Yeah, I was watching some pro cosplayer like sew a leotard together to add some stuff on the outside, make it fit. I was like, damn. Yo, good thing this is a job, because if you're doing this for free, this is crazy. I thought my mom went crazy on my Halloween costumes. Not even close.
Yeah, sewing's no joke unless you know what you're doing. And even then.
Yeah. You got to sew tactical gloves so you can sew other things with tactical gloves on.
Let me go.
Honestly, I think it would be more practical to wear these with a sewing machine than most guys wear them with. Sewing machine seems scary, dude. That thing stabbing over and over.
Yeah, it is very intimidating.
Exactly. A little tack glove. That's the
so
only
far
noise it'll make
removed
when
from
it hits.
the source of motion. Your foot's the thing that's making it go like that. Well, my foot's all the way down there. Can't even see it pressing down on the pedal.
Yep. Well, we're going to take a break, and when we're back, there's going to be more podcasts.
Hey everybody, thank you for listening to our lovely little podcast. If you'd like to go above and beyond in supporting our show, or have the most fabulous conversation starter since sliced bread, go to reviewparty.com. Click on shop and explore some fabulous t-shirt designs.
Where's your favorite place to wear a t-shirt?
On my body.
Mine is at the store.
That is a good place to wear a t-shirt. Reviewparty.com. Click shop.
Why stop there?
Don't stop now.
Don't stop me now, because I'm buying a t-shirt. I'm buying a shirt.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the second half of the episode, and welcome to... I don't know. I don't remember what I called this segment. It's the one with the headlines that are slopified. Do you remember?
The segments that are slopified?
The like headlines.
Oh,
right?
your clickbait segment.
Yeah, clickbait headlines. I don't know. Well, that's what we're going to call it this week. Clickbait headlines that pretend you're an idiot that just needs to find out the answer. You know, they're always about somebody revealing something when they just like said something on a podcast. I saw one. I didn't gather it, but it may have been just this morning or yesterday. It was like Ariana Grande debuts impressions of somebody, and something like she debuted impressions. Thank you, everybody. I'm finally ready to. Thank you, Broadway. I'm here to debut my. I'm sure she was just on some podcast or talk show where she's like, "Oh yeah, I love working with that person." Yeah, they're always like, "Beep, beep, 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 beep." And people are like, "Oh my god." Yeah. Anyway, that's the sort of thing we're talking about. Headlines that treat you like an idiot, or have some manufactured novelty that make you just want to click. You're an idiot if you don't click, because you should have already known this, but the headline's like, hey, dum-dum, click on me. So, I should have looked at these. So there's no order. I don't know what's going to come up next, but
I'm ready.
I've been collecting these for a while. I started out here. This is from Vice. Riz Ahmed is trying to Tim Allen his way into history.
So he's going to be on like a pretty mediocre but still popular sitcom for like 10 years. And then he's going to get pretty racist after that. Is that that's I mean, I guess it is a career arc. If that's what you want more than anything, you can take it.
Right? I don't know what that's trying to indicate. We'll just move along. I got a fair amount here. This is from Fox News. Yeah, I still let Fox News come through my news app, just because every now and then there's going to be some wild headline. This one isn't the wildest, but I grabbed it anyway. Royals pitcher drilled in head with terrifying 107-mile-per-hour liner, and the batter who hit it pulled a rare move.
There needs to be no rare move. The chuds that watch Fact News are already clicking. They want to see the guy get hit by the ball.
Yeah.
They don't care about the rare move.
This one's been sitting in the hopper for a while now. I mean, much love to the troubled man, but I just love the quote that's in this headline. From The Hollywood Reporter, Shia LaBeouf breaks silence after Mardi Gras arrest. Quote, "Free me!"
Yeah, that one. I don't know what to say. I mean, that's an efficient choice to quote unquote break your silence with.
Yeah, if you're being hauled off in handcuffs or something to that effect, that's probably what somebody's going to capture on mic. Vice is really, really prolific in their awful headlines. From Vice again, 3 indie rock beefs. Who would win in a fist fight?
They're indie rockers. None of them. They would all lose.
Right, they're probably scrawny and strung out on drugs a little bit.
Right. More power to them.
The New World. I'm not really familiar with this, but hey, they were on Apple News Plus, which I'm not paying for. Their headline, "Help! Is my Pilates workout fascist?"
Oh. I mean, see, that's this clickbait. I want to know. You just want to know. It's so stupid. You want to know what the fuck they're going on about. You know what I mean? It's like a curiosity killed the clicker type moment.
Yeah, sometimes you gotta click there. Sometimes they do get me. It's helpful when it's Apple News Plus because my God, I ain't paying for that. So move along. I feel like we'll vibe with this one, even if it's a little unsettling in tone. From Variety, Jack Antonoff slams people who make AI music as, quote, godless whores. Quote, bad actors will willingly reveal themselves through slop.
Hey, hell yeah, Jack Antonoff. Glad you slipped some positive news in there.
Yeah. The way you're phrasing it is a little severe, but it needs to be said.
I think he's right on.
You call them godless whores for all of us.
The AI is a fascist machine. Don't get it twisted.
Yeah, man.
It's not just Grok. It's all of them.
I hate because with the acting world, I'm trying to find the commercials and the small independent films and things.
Yep.
And they'll be like, oh, okay, they're looking for like a millennial guy or a millennial couple with comedy background for this commercial, for this wellness app or financial whatever. And then I get through and I see it's for an AI assistant. I'm like, I don't want to do that. And there was this independent film and it's like, hey, it's about people who are studying UFOs and outer space. And then it's like, oh, by the way, you have to be okay with, we've already made some of the assets, some scenes in AI, and you'll be comped in using green screens. And there's a digital performer that your performance will replace. I'm like, so you just you already made stuff and now you want an actual person to just drag and drop into the scene. Cool. I don't know how I feel about that.
When people are like, well, I just use AI as a tool in my process. It's like, I want AI touching no part of my creative process. I could not be fucking asked to to act upon a timeline or something that a fucking computer made. I'm making it. That's why the thing I made is cool.
Yeah. I struggled. I thought and then it came together and it was miraculous. Or it just took a long time and finally, I don't think an AI can iterate in a creative sense. If you want to use your AI to try and cure cancer, cure diseases, do anything that's actually helpful, like for the good of mankind, that slightly, somewhat in a microcosmic way offsets the harm that it's doing, by all means, that's what it should be used for. But in creative ways, come on.
No, exactly. In the math and science, biology world, the scientists they have their hands on the AI and are, they're the puppet master still, so to speak. They're not using generative things that were stolen from creatives or anything like that. It's all within the world. They're very much in control of it. But yeah, when you use large language models in your creative processes, it's just not only decay on like culture as a whole, but mostly you're just hurting yourself. You're just making yourself dumber. You're not giving yourself. You can do it. I know no one listening to our podcast gives a shit but thinks AI is cool. We rag on it enough that I'm sure we've weeded anyone out that does. But so I'm just preaching to the choir. But it's all you, man. It's all in there. You can do it. If you dream it, you can achieve it. Being creative is very hard on one hand, but on the other hand, it's the easiest thing in the world. You've been doing it since you had color crayons in kindergarten. Like, it's easy peasy.
You know what? AI probably thought this was a great headline from USA Today. Treat the hummingbirds in your garden to this 2-ingredient DIY nectar.
Let me guess. Sugar and water.
Oh, I think you cracked it. I don't need to click, but I'm pretty sure it's sugar and water. Jesus Christ. Like, it's one thing if there's sugar. Duh. Entertainment Weekly. Steve Guttenberg broke into elderly couple's home and carried them out during the Palisades fire. Quote, "They hated me." I know Steve Guttenberg is washed up, but I loved him in some of those old movies. I'm glad he got to play the hero and still ended up hated.
This is a total tangent, but Steve Guttenberg's name made me think. Okay, I was watching Beethoven last night, the movie about the dog.
The dog, yeah.
You know who's in that fucking movie? Stanley Tucci
No way.
and David Attenborough are both in that movie. Yes.
Hey, dog movies were a vibe back then.
Yeah, I was like, man, in 1992, they had you could get real actors for stupid little kids movies. I think that was, if I was even more in touch with actors and actresses, I'm sure I'd be impressed by some of the other casting. But Stanley Tucci plays a fucking, I was like, is that Stephen Colbert guy from Hunger Games? It's like, yes, it is. And he plays every 90s kids movie has the two idiot criminals.
Yep.
Doing slapstick throughout the movie. He just played one of those.
Wow. So it's kind of like the live action 101 Dalmatians with Hugh Laurie as as Jasper, I think.
No, Beethoven, even though it's just about one St. Bernard, it does jack a lot of 101 Dalmatian stees for sure.
Okay.
It's funny you say that because that's another thing I noticed. And there's a lot. The villain, spoiler, he loses by getting bitten in the nuts by a dog. So classic 90s right there. Actually, I'm kind of fucking with Beethoven. It was kind of refreshing. Anyway, give me some clickbait.
We're right back with Vice again. Astrologers say the 2026 Lionsgate portal could be more transformative than you think.
It's the Lionsgate
I'm going to tell you something. Yeah, something I never thought about before I read that sentence was the Lionsgate portal and how transformative it might be in my life. Never heard of this gosh darn thing. What? Astrologers just pipe down. I don't care.
Lionsgate portal.
Are you Googling this right now?
I'm Googling it. That just makes me think of Lionsgate portal. Okay, 88 astronomy. Sirius is going to align with the sun. There's the Reddit post, the truth about the Lionsgate portal. They got goddamn star charts with like Pepe Sylvia ass red lines connecting and stuff. Oh my God, I gotta stop the podcast. We gotta learn about this. I wasn't serious. Give me it.
Okay. We got from History Extra magazine, she was paid to have sex with the devil, but there was something very odd about his penis.
Oh.
News Plus, so I couldn't find out, even though I'm so curious about that devil dog.
Right, I feel like the odd, there's some variance in penis, but we're all pretty respectable about those things where I come from.
Yeah, we're not gonna shame somebody just because they bend one way or the other.
They got a little bend, they got a hood. They don't have a hood. That's not really your decision. It kind of just you turn 5, your brain turns on, and you have one or you don't.
The New Yorker, the mystery of human meat for sale on Temu.
It's not human meat. But I just solved the mystery. You can lie on the internet, guys.
Yeah. I don't care about Candace Cameron Bure recounting the shameful moment she attended a dark and demonic S&M party with her husband. What do you think an S&M party? I don't care about Rolling Stone saying the Republican Party's Nazi problem is getting worse and that it should care. Gathered, though, says 21 bizarre things that happen to your body during sex. Number 3 is wild. Bertha, why'd you put it number 3? Put it at the end.
You fart a little. You fart a little when you're doing it.
Shocking thing here from People. Woman grabs the wrong glass while feeding her sourdough, but when she realizes her mistake, it's too late. Exclusive.
Did she put coffee in it or something?
I don't know.
Unless it was the blob from Goosebumps or whatever. I think it's all going to be fine.
Popular Mechanics. It shocks me when something that I respect, I somewhat respect, like Popular Mechanics has something like this. There's a chilling reason why we haven't made contact with aliens yet, scientists say.
It's because there aren't any. I don't know. I'm chilled.
Because we're too dumb. What is it?
Yeah.
Finally, this was more of an ad, but it's still clickbait. I'll let you do the honors.
Sure. Let me fire this one off blind. What chicken does to dogs? What a dog's body does with cooked chicken. Ultimate pet nutrition. AI picture of a chihuahua next to some hot rotisserie chickens. Dogs fucking love. If I know something about dogs, they fucking love rotisserie chicken.
Yeah. I don't think anything. It nourishes the dog. It feeds them, gives them vital proteins.
Less than 24 hours ago, I saw a dog named Beethoven eat a whole fucking Thanksgiving turkey.
He's
much
fine.
to the chagrin of his family. Yeah, he was fine. Actually, Beethoven's like a fucking genius. Beethoven in his little cage, his little house outside, he had the classic 10 by 10 chain link fence with a doghouse in it. He had in the bushes in the back, he had a hidden escape tunnel he dug that he would so that he would nicely go in the cage and pretend to go in his doghouse, and the owner would be like, "Thank you, that was very respectful," and then he'd just get out and get up to no good. Yeah, he'd go around the neighborhood, everyone's, "Hey, Beethoven," feeding him stuff. That's what happens when you feed chicken to dogs. They become like superheroes. That's what a dog's
body does with chicken.
Plus, now that I think about it, how many dog foods have chicken in it? Like almost all of them. I'm pretty sure.
They love it.
What happens to dogs when you feed them chicken? They get happy, bro. They smile. Same thing as when I eat it. Okay, thank you for just blasting us with those clickbaits. I'm awake now. That's like getting hit with smelling salts or something.
Yeah. Snap back to reality.
Oh, there goes gravity. Since we're talking about shows, I really should have bought a Beethoven review. Maybe next week. I bet Letterboxd has some funny Beethovens. Matt, I've been watching the television show The Sopranos.
Oh.
Yep, my sister, who I leech streaming services off of, got HBO Max. She sent me the text with like, "Hey, I got HBO Max. Here's the password." I sent her like, I must have been fired up in the thank you text because she was like, "Dang, is this special?" I was like, "Yeah, I've been wanting HBO Max." All kinds of good stuff on there, including The Sopranos, which everyone talks about is so fucking good. So, of course, I'm curious about the 1999 show Sopranos. Me and my wife are watching it. For those who don't know, me and my wife are long distance. Hopefully, for not very long. We're in the trenches trying to figure that one out. But in the meantime, we're long distance, and when you're long distance, the activity you mostly do is go on Discord and stream television and movies for each other. And I would say there's two types of hanging out and streaming movies and TVs. There's the one where like you aren't doing anything else, you're just locked in on the movie or the TV show, or you put on like American Dad just for a few hours, not even paying attention to it, and kind of do your own thing. You know, I'm playing video games, she's painting, she's playing video games, I'm reading, whatever. But American Dad is there tying us together passively. So Sopranos, I kind of thought would be one of those passives just put on in marathon shows. But every time it's on, I'm glued to that shit. I could not tell you why, but Sopranos is insanely compelling. Obviously, the writing, the directing, the acting is all good, but there's lots of shows with good writing, directing, and acting. But I just, when it comes on, just sort of in an unspoken way, I can't bring myself to turn on a game. I'm too busy watching the show. So I went to IMDb to have people explain to me why it's good, since I can't really put my finger on it. I'll start with this guy who thinks it's bad. Synaxle titles their review. Why is everyone exaggerating this much? When I first started the show, I had a rough idea of what to expect. However, after watching it, I realized I was a bit mistaken. By the time the first season ended, I still couldn't understand exactly what made this show legendary. I thought maybe what happens in the second season that makes it legendary. The second season ended, I said the same thing about the third season. After finishing 4, 5, 6, I completed the show, and I'm still asking the same question. What exactly makes this show legendary? It's funny, because I'm asking the same thing, but in a positive. Like, as a 32-year-old who has watched a considerable number of shows and movies, I would rate this a 6 out of 10. What some people consider legendary is really quite strange. 6 out of 10.
But you watched the whole thing.
But you watched.
Something kept you coming back. I
loved me or hated me, you watched. Yeah, I like how they use the term legendary so often as well. They're fixated on that. I guess there is sort of a mythos to the show, but
there is. This show, The Wire, people talk about. Breaking Bad, I suppose, is in that same echelon.
Yeah, I'm a Breaking Bad fan, and I definitely see the ties between Soprano, the inspiration there and everything. But I don't know. The thing is, like, even though Dwight, who's Bryan Cranston? What's his fucking name?
Walter
Dwight. Even though he's like, the secret of the show is he's kind of the villain, and you kind of figure that out as you go through the show. You're still rooting for him, even though he's kind of irredeemable. There's relatable aspects. He's you see him as a nice guy who's down on his luck for the first few episodes.
It's sort of like the same way Shakespeare writes Mackers. is that you start out and it's just like, there's a soldier. You've seen a soldier come back, and he's kind of honored by his king, but he also gets slighted a little bit. And you're like, dang, that dude just won the battle, and now he didn't. The king's son gets honored instead. But then as it goes on, you've already like latched onto this dude, and he starts to do terrible stuff. I'm like, how did I ever identify with this guy? Turns out he's not so good.
And in that, you sort of learn something about yourself. Where's the line? What? But Tony Soprano sort of fucking sucks from minute one. He's not a good dude. He's like funny and charming, and there's moments where that show depict him as a good father, a good friend, but he's an irredeemable monster from the moment you see him. And you go back and see his childhood and see what leads to it, but still, I shouldn't be rooting for this guy Tony, but here I am saying, man, isn't it funny when Tony gets mad? All right, but let me get to Mass. Bro just keyboard slammed and pressed enter on his Mass. Consistent in being great. When everyone is telling you how great this show is, it is possible to expect too much. Not in this case. While both subtle and sublime, it is also very violent at times. And while it was playing at HBO, and therefore was allowed to do anything it liked to do, nudity and violence / blood. I thought I first read it as nudity and violence / boobs, which is true. It never did anything just because it could do it. If you had bare breasts, it was at a strip club. If there was violence, occasionally lingered upon it, but sometimes cut away from it too. But let's get why the show is great. It's the acting cast. I have seen quite a few movies with James Gandolfini, but it's a real eye-opener seeing as Tony Soprano. He uses a special voice that he made up for the character, and it suits him in the story. The show, as it is trying not to judge too much. It leaves quite a few things open for interpretation. It does ground the gangsters into reality, but it also lets you know that there's more to some of them than meets the eye. Of course, the charismatic portrayal by Gandolfini might lead to impressions that were not entirely intended. Just as Pacino's Scarface wasn't meant to be the idol either. But you can't fault the actor or the filmmakers for conclusions other people reach about their creation. Having said that, the first season did seem a bit dated, decorations-wise, when looked upon in 2011 or 2012 for that matter. But it does not take away from the show. And while I will still state that The West Wing is my favorite TV show, the first 4 seasons were superior, the latter 3 not that good. The Sopranos is consistently good throughout its 6.5 seasons. Another good thing about the show is that it builds upon the story it set out, so there are strands of the story that will be explored later, but as in real life, some things might go unnoticed forever. You never know The Sopranos what it's going to be, and it's a very good thing. I drew my own conclusions concerning the ending, but I'm sure there are other interpretations out there, and the ending couldn't have been anything else. It just couldn't! 10 out of 10 stars.
Hey, all right. I didn't realize the mobsters were like Transformer-esque. More than meets the eye,
Yeah, Polly Walnuts turns into a fucking helicopter in season 2.
I mean, that's all sounded good. If you're going to critique the set decor as something that...
People in 2010 did really not realize that 1999 was like a long time ago.
Mm-hmm. Things are going to look a little bit different.
Man, it does. Sopranos does depict a time before the great decay. I think that might also be why I'm so enamored. They're cell phones, but, they're the big brick cell phones.
Mm-hmm.
They're on the internet, but it still takes 10 seconds to load a page. There's still so much mystique. And the Lexus that they drive, it's still square.
Oh.
It's not a blob. Tony Soprano drives a fucking red GMC Jimmy, the Blazer, the Trailblazer, but it's it's a GMC.
Yes,
and it's so, man, it's so cool. I just want to be the guy that picks what cars characters drive on TV shows.
That's power.
Yeah. But I picked this one too because this is another person who's, they're trying to say how good it is, but they just really can't. They're pointing to details like Tony's special voice.
Yeah.
And I agree. James Gandolfini, there's a cadence to his voice that's sort of mesmerizing, but not unrealistic. He's playing Tony Soprano's very realized. Yeah, I don't know. Bit dated decorations wise though.
Okay, well, that never stopped old-time hockey from making me feel real good when he says, "Hey there, buddy."
That's so true. That's so true.
I like the datedness a little bit. Sometimes that just feels good, okay?
No, right. It feels like a period piece, even though it's not. That was just how they were just playing true to the time they were in.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I think we've said all that needs to be said about The Sopranos. Go if you're listening and you're like, I know what you're talking about, not knowing why Sopranos is good, or I had that feeling and then I figured it out. Please comment, email. I'd love to hear feedback from a real person, not some whack job leaving an IMDb review. That's the episode. Thank you for listening. Welcome to the Real Ones Club. You made it through an entire episode. That means you're a real one. Real one, I'd like you to know we got new episodes every Tuesday. That's right. #Tuesday. Reviews Day. If you'd like to send in an absurd or funny review for us to be absurd and funny with, hey, send that email with a hyperlink to the review, screenshot, whatever you got to do, to reviewparty.com@gmail.com. Include your name or a nickname so we can give you credit for it.
If you want to reach out to us in some other way, shape, or form, you can find us on Instagram or TikTok at reviewparty.com. Oh, wildfire smoke. Or you can find us on Blue Sky at Review Party. We also sometimes put our stuff on YouTube. We also sometimes leave reviews on Letterboxd. And we've got a website, reviewparty.com, where there's a blog, there's a shop, there's a whole lot of buttons to click, secrets to find. Maybe you might find yourself, like metaphor. You can certainly find yourself literally on our website if you choose, but maybe you'll find yourself, find who you really are, who you're always meant to be.
Be who you
on our website.
are.
Do it.
Yeah, you'll click around there. Nosebleeds. You heard their song Bread for Breakfast throughout the episode. Quite the banger, isn't it? You can hear more jams by them wherever you get your music. Spotify for one. Just search Nosebleeds. It's one word. I have a review to send us on out of here. It's from Amazon Grocery. We got frosted toaster pastries, brown sugar, cinnamon.
How much protein we got in there? I don't care. That's not what I think about.
Dozens. Oh, 3 grams.
Okay.
But there are 6 vitamins and minerals. I have it on good authority. Howie titles their review, Super Good Snack. They write, my son eats like he's a nutritionist. However, when he goes outside, textbook, these are what he eats, 5 stars.
What?
When he jumps outside the textbook like Gumby, he needs a little snack.